Hey, horror fiends. Before we start this week's show, check out this podcast.
This is Creepy, a podcast dedicated to sharing the most famous, chilling, and disturbing creepypastas and urban legends in the world. Whether these stories truly happened or are simply fabrications is for you to decide.
Gateway of the mind, expressionless, smile dog, no end house, dead Bart, Robert the dog, the Ray, Russian sleep experiment, and more.
Creepypastas are the urban legends of the digital age. The name comes from copy, paste, stories that have been passed around the internet person to person, each making changes, sharing their own take. When that take is horror, the creepypastas begin to take hold. Not all creepypastas come from multiple sources. Many have no known point of origin at all. Author credits are listed when known. For more information, including pictures and videos of the stories told on this podcast, or to suggest stories for future episodes, please visit us at CreepyPod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or email us at creepypod@gmail.com.
If you're listening to this in the car and you're on your way home,
we'll be in
turn
your
around
house.
because we're in your house.
We're in your house. Welcome to the Horror Junkies Podcast, the podcast where we discuss all things horror. I'm your host, Mike.
I'm Pat.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Jorge.
We're back.
Again.
Another week.
Oh, yeah.
A new month. It's a new month, everyone. It's September. Dylan would refer to this as Halloween Junior or October Junior.
It's October Eve. Okay.
October Eve.
October Eve.
My birthday's this month.
Ooh.
No one cares.
So is my
I
wife's
care.
birthday is
Wow.
this month as well.
Whose?
My wife's.
When's
My
your
wife.
When's
Her birthday's on the 28th of this month.
Oh, mine's the 19th.
Oh.
And we can't forget Angels.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we
Who?
can.
9/11.
Never forget.
Yeah, but my birthday's in October, so I'm better.
I guess. For those of you who have been following on the social media, you would know this whole month is dedicated to John Carpenter.
Who?
Hooray.
John Carpenter.
Ooh.
Carpenter John.
He's like an indie director.
Yeah, he's not.
No
you
one
may have
big.
not have heard of him before. He's kind of low-key
Low budget
director.
films.
He's John, and he builds houses. He's a
Yeah.
carpenter.
You may have heard of his band or something, like,
The
maybe
Carpenters?
The Carpenters.
I was wondering if that's where you're going with that joke.
Yeah. So how's everyone been? How's everyone's week been?
Let's ask Pat.
Yeah.
Pat, how's your week been, Pat?
Oh, boy.
Oh, here we go.
Just full of drama. Really.
Let's start at the bottom and hopefully we can crawl our way out of this miserable hole with me and George this week.
Oh.
That's all you got? It's just,
I think I forgot to eat for like 2 days.
How do you forget to eat?
I was busy
Doing
How
what?
are you that busy?
at work and
I
dealing
guess
with-
it is that
dealing with
time of the
shit.
year where all the fucking kids want themselves drawn.
I had to tell a lady.
there's a time of the year for that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had to
There's
tell.
an
I had to
influx.
explain this lady what dinkleberries were.
You had to explain to a lady
Yeah.
what dinkleberries were?
Yeah.
How did
See,
this
I feel, like
conversation-
I feel like he's saying dinkle, but it's dingle. But it sounds like he's saying dinkle.
Maybe.
And he's telling me he's saying dingle. But when he says the word in sentences, I think he's saying dinkle to fuck with me.
Dinkleberg.
Pat, you work at Disney. How the hell did this come up?
Because my Coworker has his joke every time a customer comes in. They talk about the movie Coco, that in Brazil it means poop.
What?
So that movie means poop in Brazil.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, that's what he says.
In Portuguese, you mean?
Yeah.
So that song, I'm in love with the Coco.
means poop.
I'm in love.
I'm in love with the poo poo.
That means poo poo. Yeah.
Okay, now we know.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then
Some people
That's
are.
bad.
so yeah, we were talking about that, and then she was like, went to her husband and asked, I tried to ask him what that meant. He was like, froze up, and I'm like, I'll take this. I'll be the one to explain it to
Don't
you.
worry, I got you
Allow
guys.
me.
Okay, that's weird.
And for those who don't know what it means, look it up because I'm not doing
Just
it again.
Go look it up on the internet, and yeah, do
And
that.
just click images. You'll know what it is.
You may have to turn your Google Safe Search off for that one.
Maybe.
Oh Lord.
Dylan, how have you been?
Been fair.
Fair?
Yeah, you know. I don't want to give my last week too much praise. I don't want it to get cocky. I want it to improve on itself from last week. So we'll see how it goes. Me and George's band announced a cool show today.
No, you
We did.
didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Nah.
Yeah, it was cool. It's cool.
It's going to be pretty cool.
If anyone's going to be in Jacksonville on October 18th, they can come see us play with Knocked Loose
In Young Ghost.
and Young Ghost. That's right.
It's going to be sick.
But if you're in the Orlando area, you guys are playing with Cane Hill first, right?
September 21st.
Yeah.
So Central Florida, South Florida, if you're listening.
If you were a
Come
fan of
hang
the
out.
podcast
Come hang out.
and you were in Central Florida, come hang out with us September 21st.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time.
We'll talk about scary stuff with you there, too. We don't mind.
Yeah. We
Oh,
run
yeah.
the shit in that bar.
And we could drink beers.
Yeah, beers are fun.
I like
Beers?
beers.
And there's sometimes vegan Jello shots.
No, they stopped selling those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I lied to you all.
How are you going to do that to them, Mike?
I don't know. I thought I had the facts.
Yeah, sorry, your Jello shots are going to have bone marrow or whatever the fuck it is. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. That's good. It's what makes it wiggle.
I do love a good wiggle.
Yeah, exactly. George, how you
wiggle.
been, buddy?
I've been good, dude. I
Yeah?
just got 2 new jobs, so that's pretty cool.
Two new
Hey,
jobs.
Two new jobs.
I did.
Oh, wow.
He works with me now.
I do.
I'm his
Oh.
fucking boss.
Got hired at the escape
I wish Mike was
room.
my boss.
He's basically our boss on this show. We want
That
to
is
say
very
stupid
true.
shit, and he says, nope.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
does it really stop us, though?
No. There's
How
no.
much stupid shit have I said on this podcast and gotten away with it?
Every word.
Oh,
out
it's
of
just
your
about,
mouth.
yeah.
Patrick gets away with it the most.
Oh, I sure do.
Yeah, he says some things.
Mike, how was your week?
Yeah, and Mike,
Busy.
All right.
aren't you always
School,
busy?
Work. I'm always busy. School, work,
Mike's a busy boy.
repeat, podcast, work, school, repeat, podcast. And
Yeah,
then
you change it up a bit.
We're some interesting motherfuckers.
Oh, we're so interesting.
God, we're so fun.
Yeah, I don't think I did anything. I'm preparing for Halloween Horror Nights. I bought my
Ooh.
passes the other night.
Next week,
Once I stop being poor, that'll be a thing for me.
I've been just promoting the show, been making some cool connections for us and shit. So
Hell yeah.
that's been doing that.
Ooh.
That's how I spend my free time.
I might be going to a satanic meeting soon.
Wait, what?
Okay, how did you not bring that up when we asked you how your week was?
Oh, because it's not set in stone yet if I'm going.
Well,
I kind of want to go to see what's the hype.
It's going to be a bunch of D&D nerds.
That's what I think it is. But I
yeah,
don't know.
we all hail Lucifer, and you're like, "Where's the fucking goat?" And you're
Actually,
like,
my girlfriend's Wiccan. She worships the forest spirits, and one of them is Gaia of the Moon spell, and then fucking... But Satan is a big part of it, if you
Yeah.
think about it, really.
As he's choking on his own tongue.
yeah, literally, fucking.
Sounds like a bunch of goddamn nerds to me.
fucking
Fucking virgin meeting, it sounds like.
Oh, no.
no.
Oh, here they go.
Oh shit,
I won't go off the deep end just yet.
not yet.
I'm starting off calm, but this monster might ramp me up, so we'll see how that goes.
He's going
Well,
be
By the
yelling
way,
in 5 minutes.
I might need a place to stay from like the 29th to the 31st. So,
Cause it's spooky.
not just that. I might be 6 days because
Oh.
Spooky Empire. I'm gonna try and go see Cursive at the Social.
Okay.
The 29th is our Dram night at Courtesy Bar.
true.
The 30th is a Perfect Circle.
Just go ahead and announcing shit out there
Yeah.
in the public.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. It's okay.
yeah. I thought people knew that.
No,
You're going to go see a Perfect Circle.
But it's
I'm
okay.
thinking about it.
I'll go with you.
Will you really?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
I love
good.
that band.
Okay, good.
And then you go to see Marilyn
and then
Manson
Marilyn
on.
Manson's the 31st.
So yeah, you're going to be in Orlando for a while.
But
Yes,
when are
sure.
you trick or treating?
Exactly. That's the
Good
most important question
question.
to be asked.
Well, if you
candy.
stay at my place,
I think I'm gonna go to Walgreens and trick or treat with money,
That's what it becomes as an adult.
and
You
just be like, "It's fun size." So at least I'm having fun,
Exactly.
right? And I'm just like, my stomach's just crying, the lack of nutrients and greens.
You've
and I'm
eaten
just replacing
45 packs of
with Twix
Snickers.
bars.
Oh God.
My
Sounds
poor,
like-
my poor body's like, please, just some fiber, for the love of God. And I'm just like, Twix has fiber. It's a cookie. Fucking,
It's got peanuts.
it's got peanuts.
Even got your proteins.
Exactly. Well, cool week. A lot of cool things coming up. So we'll announce a lot more once it comes to that time.
Yeah, my review was kind of cryptic.
Yeah,
okay,
most
yeah,
definitely. We got a fun show planned for you guys today. We got a fun show planned for the entire month. We got a lot of cool movies we're talking about. So get ready for that. If you have a movie you would like us to watch, shoot them our way. I can tell you that we're covering a lot of Carpenter this month. What is it like?
oh, we gotta add a movie
like
on that
10
list, by the way.
There's like 10 movies, and what movie is that,
Yeah,
Patrick?
I'm not gonna announce it yet.
Yeah, we'll talk about this after.
Okay.
To be continued.
There's a movie on that
Dun,
list
dun,
that's not on
dun.
that list that's critically missing.
Oh, okay. Damn, I didn't know
Oh, and
that.
by the way, let me just reiterate, people call in.
Oh, yeah.
Because my brother listened to the last week's episode about ginger snaps
Yeah.
and was like, oh, well, there's actually a lot of stuff related to like women and like their periods and like supernatural phenomena occurring.
Oh, we should add a
Ooh.
girl
So
call
it's-
in.
So it's like, well, my brother's like an amateur fucking paranormal fucking expert now.
Yes,
He's
yes.
discovered the lovely world of paranormal podcasts.
Did you watch Ghost Adventures?
Yeah.
Yes!
So, but like he just discovered that and was just, I was like, why don't you just call in?
Well, yeah.
You know,
We have a number. If you ever want to call in 24/7, 7 days a week, fucking
I
whatever.
don't like that look that George and Mike gave each other.
What
What
look?
look?
What
It was a
look?
look. It was like a,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
a head tilt and like a.
Well, I got to tilt my head to look at him.
Like
That's
some
true.
fucked up buddy
I don't
cop
know.
thing.
I don't like it. Whatever it
I'm
was.
sorry. But if you want to call us, drop us an email. Our phone line is always open. So give us a call, 352-448-6726. And you'll receive a fun little voicemail when you call.
Wait, what was that number? I'm going to call it in right now.
No.
Shit.
But like I said, fun show, fun month. But I guess we should get into the
News.
into the shit. Let's get into the news.
The shit.
The shit.
Into the shit.
So Patrick, where should we pick up first?
Let's start with the remake of Goodbye Mama.
So you want me to go ahead and get mad right now?
Yeah, let's start it off rough.
All right, let's go rough. I'm taking over on this one, guys.
Go
So there's a good movie, Austrian movie called Goodnight Mommy.
You seen it?
I've seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's fucking fantastic. It's scary.
Really?
It's atmospheric. It's a good watch.
It's a German film, right? Or no,
Austrian. It's an Austrian,
Austrian.
not Australian.
God damn it.
Austria. Good day, mate. Put another shrimp on the bobby.
So apparently it's getting an American remake, and the director's going to be Matt Sobel, who directed Take Me to the River, whatever the fuck that is. With
the river.
Exactly. Kyle Warren is currently writing the script. What script? You can't read Austrian? Of course. You're going to ruin this movie. The only cool thing about this movie, since Animal Kingdom is producing it, David Kaplan, who did It Follows,
Yeah.
is going to be on this project, so that's kind of cool. Or I don't think he directed It Follows. I think he just worked on It Follows.
He worked on it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me fact check that real quick.
I wouldn't doubt.
No, he just worked on the film. He didn't direct it.
I wouldn't doubt the movie quite yet.
No. See, here's the thing.
Sounds
Have
like
you
a-
seen it?
No.
Watch the original, because the thing is like, this is a good movie, and just read the fucking subtitles.
George, have you watched it?
I have not, but
So-
we were talking about it earlier, and I'm going to go home and watch it
Why don't all
tonight.
three of us watch it together?
You should watch. I'll watch it with you guys.
No,
I
you've
won't tell you
already seen
anything. I won't tell you anything.
Oh, you
He's
already
gonna
seen
spoil
it.
I
the
wanna be
whole
involved.
Don't tell you anything.
But no, I'm just kind of upset because it's like, how could you like lack originality? Like, with the chance of just making your own film, you're gonna remake something that literally no one wants you to remake. Like,
Yeah.
it's stupid. And you're what? Just because you don't want to read subtitles? Don't be lazy. The movie.
Well, I don't think
But
that's
sometimes
it.
it works in his benefit. Like, what was that movie that we watched? That foreign film that was made into what was it?
I believe it had Alex and Sarah on the episode. It was a cannibal movie.
Yeah, it was the something game or like something like that. But that was good.
Yeah, but I don't. this
don't
no-name director,
Yeah.
he has 3 films underneath his belt. I don't think he's going to do a good job. I mean, I'll watch it, whatever. We'll see. But I just think it's stupid that you want to make an English version because you don't want to read subtitles.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's it.
I think it's it.
I really think that it's like a Ring scenario where like once the Ring came out and people discovered the original and like The Grudge and then they discovered the original.
But this movie has hype. Like people like this. This movie has been making its rounds for a while. It's not like a new movie. It's a.
I mean, I can think of
couple years old.
but I can think of a lot of people who probably haven't seen it. And I mean, this is going to open them up.
I mean, there's 3 of us here.
There's 3 of
And
us.
just 'cause it's
and
independent.
you've seen it. I mean, but I saw the trailers for it, and the theater up in Jacksonville played it.
Yeah.
So like it did decent, but I feel like it's going to be like The Ring and The Grudge, where you will find out that they're remakes of foreign movies, and then that's going to open up your palette.
But you can't use The Grudge because The Grudge was remade by the same director.
But
Only
no,
for the second movie.
But what I'm saying is, I'm saying that.
Oh no, wait, that was the
you'll
Ring.
go back and rewatch the original foreign
Never
version
mind.
to see how they stack up. Like let the right one in as well.
But that was
let me in.
The
let
Ring,
the right one
but
in.
yeah, The Ring works for that. But like The Grudge, it's literally by the same guy.
But like, would you say that after those 2 movies came out, there was an actual interest in Asian horror films in America?
Sure were.
There was a boost of people wanting to see the original content of Asian horror makers. You know, Audition boomed after, like, I feel like it came out around the same time.
It's very true because I got into those.
People got interested.
I got into Japanese horror right after I saw.
Y'all a
The
bunch of
Grudge and
noobs
stuff.
who don't want to read subtitles. That's all it is. You
Oh,
just
no,
don't wanna click
The look on Mike's face.
You
He's
just
like,
wanna
you
click
mother-
the button.
I'll admit, I'm the dubbed anime dude.
Ugh.
I don't care.
dude.
But you know what the thing is?
That's
You-
fine.
you
It's
don't-
okay.
You don't like sub.
Sometimes.
You don't like sub versus dub anime because it's more pure. You just can't tell what bad Japanese voice acting is.
Listen.
You just can't tell.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. You
Listen.
don't know. You just can't tell.
The only
I can in this
acceptable show that is dubbed is Dragon Ball Z. That is the only one.
No.
Whoa!
No.
Cowboy
Oh,
Bebop.
no.
Cowboy Bebop, 1,000%.
Okay. Well,
Hey, the
Akira.
Look here, youngsters.
listen
here.
okay.
All right,
nerd.
I'm about to put on my Papa britches and tell you youngsters about
Lift
how
them up to your
all
fucking
the,
waist.
all the good Toonami fucking anime
Listen,
that used to come on.
I'm just
that was
saying-
all dubbed, and I had me a grand old time
we
watching
were
it.
around for Toonami.
I was.
Listen, all I'm saying is that the Pokemon dub is the best anime of all time.
Listen,
Now I could have. That could be on George's tombstone.
back
And, oh, damn, and you know what? Now it's gonna be.
George is the resident Pokemon
Listen,
master of all of us.
just back on
I
track.
am.
I think it's very lazy of this director to like just really come out and be like, let me just remake a movie that's not even old. It's not old. It's a couple years old. It's different with like Martyrs. Martyrs had a decent time span between each two.
What about let the right one in and let me in?
I prefer the French version.
Well, me too.
I don't think there should have been an English version of that.
But I
Great,
either.
you guys agreed on something.
But I think a lot of people discovered the original because of the remake.
Yes.
It's just like the conversation we had about people remaking old movies to discover the old movies and to get reclaims of the love of old
Yeah.
movies.
Sometimes.
It's
Sometimes.
a double-edged sword.
It is. And I just don't agree with someone being like, it's not because they want to rekindle anything. It's literally just like they want to make an English version. And it's just like, why? Like, if they're trying to do something differently, they're not. They're just remaking the movie and doing it in English.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Well, we'll see.
I guess we'll find
Anyways,
out.
that's
but-
my rant for the day. I'm just really
he's
mad.
He's
Tune
the
in
only one
next
that's
week.
seen it, so like obviously he's going to have a stronger opinion about it.
Of
because
course.
we haven't seen it.
Of course.
All right, we'll come back to this next week when we've all seen it.
I'm
You
not
know
gonna
what? We'll reopen this wound,
Someone
and
said-
we'll get to the nitty
Me and
gritty.
George are cuddling and eating snacks, and we're going to watch this.
I'll
so.
wait till the
Oh,
English
what's next?
comes out.
Shut up, Patrick.
What's next? What are we gonna eat?
Oh, I
Dylan?
haven't decided yet. Whoever sponsors us, that's who we'll eat.
I hope it's Nabisco.
No, it's Planters cheese balls. They're making a comeback.
If
Oh.
they'll sponsor me, yeah. Come
Oh,
on back.
God. All right, moving forward. What the fuck's next? What we got going on here?
This artist turns iconic, scary stories to tell in the dark illustrations into custom toys.
Wow, that is spooky. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. He does a lot of things. This artist, I can't, oh God, what's his name?
Oh shit.
This is why I don't. When we don't have our fucking show notes,
At least they're not. At least they're not
they're
shuffling.
by Redful Things. That's the artist's name. They're pretty cool. He does a bunch of different series.
What the heck is that?
That's so.
Scroll up. What is
Sam,
that?
I remember
new
that
pet.
one.
Sam's new pet. It's the fucking like rat thing.
Yeah.
They thought it was a dog.
So sick.
Redful Things is the fucking.
I want to get those.
The artist if you're looking for that, but it's pretty cool, man. I've seen a lot of these. These are really big. Like remember, like Barnes and Noble and all of them were selling like the little.
I have a
Doctor Who figures. They had Alien. They had.
I have an Alien one.
They had a bunch of different horror, little tiny, little 3.5 foot figures.
3.5 foot.
Oh my god, 3.5 inch. Sorry, figures. They're pretty cool. They're on Etsy. You can just check them out. They're pretty cool.
How much are they?
I don't fucking know.
Do you think that we could get them to make a action figure of Pat?
Oh my god!
That would be
and
so
it'll come with,
funny.
It'll come with a Pat Adventure playset, which is his car. That he lives in.
That would be hilarious.
Like a
Bro,
clothesline.
can we get Horror Junkies action figures made?
I've been trying to talk to fucking
McFarlane.
what's her name?
My mom would definitely buy one.
What's her name? That we all know her. I can't remember her name right now. Stab and Stitches.
Oh, you
Annie.
Annie.
Yeah, I tried to get her to make us little plushy dead versions of us.
Oh my god, that'd be sick.
I'd
right?
scream. That'd be
If
so
you're listening
sick.
out there, get it done. But
There's
no,
your promo. Get it done.
I'll post that the pictures on our Instagram feed and Twitter feed for you guys. Yeah, check them out. They're kind of creepy, creepy little dolls.
They're
if you're a
cool.
horror collector. Pat, your favorite show?
Yep. Ash vs. Evil Dead gets a complete series Blu-ray set.
Just in
Woo!
time for Halloween.
Halloween's.
Bro,
Oh, look at that chin.
I don't know about
Yeah.
you guys, but that show is fun.
No, and
I had
it's
fun with it,
such
yeah.
a fucking unfortunate thing that it's not continuing.
I haven't seen
mean,
season
when-
2
when-
or 3.
All right, watch it.
It's on Netflix.
Because when it first came out, we were like told like, fucking Bruce Campbell wanted to do like 7 seasons. I was like, fucking please. And it's only cut down to 3.
Yeah, it's 3 seasons, 6 disc set. It's $44.59 on Amazon. Check it. If you got Amazon Prime, that's free 2-day shipping right there.
They got a coupon code that's a little steep.
It's Amazon. It's already cheaper. It's supposed to be released on October 16th.
The chin.
The chin. The cover's really cool. It's
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell as Ash. In the background, there's some demons, some deadites.
And they go to Florida in like what, season 3?
Do they really?
Yeah, they end up in
Well,
Florida.
No, it's
Jacksonville
starting.
by any
That's the
chance?
start of season 2.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, they go to Jacksonville at the end of season 1, and they start
Alright.
season 2 in the
Was
beginning.
that
I
really
wonder
season
where.
1?
Yeah.
And they go to Jacksonville, and they're drinking and having a
They're on
party.
They're
I
on
wonder
the
if they
beach.
film on location.
Oh, maybe.
I really hope
I'd be
they
able to tell.
better have gone to Jacksonville.
Either way, it's a good show. I thoroughly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, what'd you get?
Here goes the name drop.
Name drop.
Yeah.
Humble brag.
Humble brag.
Humble brag. So I don't know if anyone's been seeing this, but apparently, finally, if you watched Alien Covenant and loved the scene of David's lair and you saw all the drawings and stuff, because that was really cool to see like his creation, his genesis of the neomorph to the xenomorph. Thought that was really cool. They're finally putting that into a book that you can buy, and it's just called David's Drawings. I picked up this book last time on Amazon when I found it. Pretty fucking cool. Really cool sketches of like baby neomorphs and like the anatomical notes that David was writing. There's a lot of early concept art of like the xenomorph and like it's really cool if you're into that kind of collectible stuff. The pictures are sick.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the like I said, it's really beginning stages of the genesis of
That's a xenomorph spider.
that's the fucking spider, that the face hugger. That's the first concept. Then this cool image. So if you were really into that whole scene in Alien Covenant, where like you got to see David's lair and see all the etchings and really connected with that, I thought that was really cool. You can pick this up on Amazon. I think it's like $35 right now on Amazon. It's usually going for like $50. So pretty cool.
Wait, is that what it looks like?
It's a big ass book. It's thick.
You gotta let us look at it when you get
See,
it.
I
will.
would buy that, even though technically I want nothing to do with that movie.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And that's the thing. Like, you can have nothing to do with this movie, and like I said, those drawings are cool. Like, the creation of the xenomorph was a cool concept. I like that we got to see how it was started. That was cool.
Looks like Geiger's like old sketches too.
And it's by Titan Books. And it has an interview with the artist in the book as well, so you get to see their perspective of the drawings and how they made everything.
So sick.
Like I said, I'll post pictures on our Instagram and Twitter feeds for you all. Patreon if you're a subscriber. You get all that content.
Yeah, keep doing that, by the way.
Yeah, keep doing that. We like it.
We like to interact with our fans.
Exactly. Dylan, this is all you, buddy. This has Dylan's name all over it.
Henry Cavill cast as Monster Hunter Geralt in Netflix's The Witcher series.
How stoked are you?
I'm very stoked.
The Witcher is probably one of the best games.
Yeah, I think it's a podcast favorite. Like, even I, like, when I hang out with, like, Dom and shit, like, I'll go play, like, this with him.
So I have
And
not
it's
played
fucking
it.
good. It's really good.
Wow.
But
You call yourself a fucking gamer? And you don't even play The Witcher?
Even
God
I've
damn it.
played
Please don't
it.
call yourself that.
Even
All
I've
right.
played this fucking game, George.
Listen,
Come on.
I have fucked around on it for a little bit at Dom's house, and the game is fantastic. I thoroughly appreciate it. I just don't know if dude, there's just so much in that game that
That's
like
good.
I don't know if
still haven't beat it.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I could dive in right now because like there's like hundreds
So,
of hours. That you
I mean,
could
if
be
you
putting
want
in
to
this
kill
game.
time until Red Dead 2, then this is it.
This is the
This
game.
is the one. 'Cause I'm
Um,
sure you can get it for pretty cheap.
It is
Yeah.
cheap, and then you can get both the DLCs for it that are out now. It's a fun game, and like I said, like you said, there's too much. I think I love that about games.
No, I'm not complaining that there's
Oh.
too much. I'm just saying, like,
There's
if I
just
were to
so
dive in
much.
so late, because the game's been out for a couple of years
Aw,
now.
man,
that
who cares?
The Vampire DLC, I think, is like 40 hours worth of
Yeah,
content on
it's-
top of the one before it, and then all the game stuff on top of it.
Yeah, it's like
it's
how
fucking-
big GTA is, but like triple.
But there's monsters, like, and it's cool because like what I really loved about The Witcher, and I besides like the game, like the card game, Gwent, I think it's called. The fact that like when you identify a new monster species, you get a journal log and you can read it, and you're supposed to read it because if you don't, you really don't know how to play the game.
Yeah.
Because it tells you their weaknesses and what their strengths are, what they're resistant to. So like you have different type of fighting styles, potions you can make for the game, and everything is different. So like if you're fighting like the hippogriffs, like certain magic spells are more effective on them than other ones. So I'm kind of excited to see how Netflix does this.
Right.
I'm hoping,
And that's the thing I'll say about the game is, like, it really puts you in the game.
yeah.
And it's, like, one of the few games that actually could do that for you.
And you
Like,
could have sex.
And
you
can
can have sex.
So it's gonna be 8 episodes.
All right.
8 episodes.
That's fine.
I want more already.
I already want more.
The original game, the game right now,
Oh, he could totally do it.
is
Oh yeah.
$40, but the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC is only $50.
Oh, so $10
$10
more, you get everything.
So $10 more, you get 2
Do
DLCs
it.
that probably have 60 hours worth of content.
I'm gonna be
on
missing
top
off the
of
podcast for a
hundreds
couple
of
weeks.
hours of content
of
worth.
side
Oh, and it-
quests and
it's so interesting solving all the monsters and stuff. And I mean,
Mm-hmm.
well, the TV show is based off the books, not the video game.
correct.
There's like 7 or 8 books out as
Mm-hmm.
of now. It's going to be like a reverse Game of Thrones where all the books that should be out for all
Are
the
out.
content are already out.
So I hope that they stay kind of, I know like they like to stray when it comes to books to make things more entertaining and things like that. So we'll see. I haven't read the books personally. I don't think I would have time to probably read all 7, 8 books before this came out.
It's probably like a Dark Tower thing. There's so many books.
Yeah. Just get that shit on Audible and just listen
If
to
you're
it
mad
in the car.
about Henry Cavill being Geralt, then you haven't seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E. because that movie is genius.
I think Henry
He's also
Cavill
not
is
a
the
bad
best fit.
Yeah, he's not a bad Superman.
Yeah, he wasn't
He's really
bad-
not.
No. I think he can fit Geralt really bad. I can't wait to see him with that full beard, that long hair.
Oh,
that-
I can.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
I
be
wanted the guy from Hell on Wheels to do it.
Ooh,
Everyone-
he would have been a good one too.
Everyone
Cool.
wanted Mads Mikkelsen to do it.
Yeah.
The guy who played Hannibal.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted him to do it, but then again, nobody wanted Josh Brolin to be Cable, and
Yeah.
look how awesome
Destroyed
that
it.
was.
That's because that fake trailer, too, of The Witcher went around YouTube.
George, we got to get you that game.
Yeah, we got.
We really do.
Bro, I
You
will.
would
I
love
will.
it.
We're
stream-
starting
I
a
will stream the whole
Kickstarter
thing,
right now.
Get me games so I can start streaming and hang out with you guys because it's fun.
Yeah, hey, we got a Twitch.
I know.
What is it? Horror Junkies Podcast.
I just need to get faster internet before I can stream because we have like low tier because we just moved.
Oh yeah.
But I will do that, and I'm gonna start hanging out with people on Twitch.
Yeah, but if you guys want to follow that shit, we got a Twitch. I think it's just Horror Junkies Podcast. I think that's what we named it. I can't remember. Also,
we'll figure it
subscribe to our fucking YouTube channel.
Yes.
If we get up to 100 subscribers, we can make a custom URL.
Witchfinger had that problem.
Yeah, a lot of people have that problem apparently when you're first starting.
Yeah, I
out.
didn't know they started doing that. They didn't used to do that.
Yeah, you used to be able to make custom URLs, but now you have to have like a certain amount of followers. So we would love to have a custom URL. We're going to be producing a lot more video content very soon, especially because George is finally finishing up our video intro.
I already
looks
finished
fucking
it.
sick.
It's already finished, so there you go. So
It's on our Instagram if you want to check it out.
Yep. Our new some stuff's coming soon. So subscribe to us if you haven't already.
Yes. Subscribe to us and make us some fucking money.
Dude, as soon as they
get rich.
As soon as they see our ugly mugs, they're gonna be like, "Oh God, unsubscribe from Horror Junkies." Everywhere they're gonna be like, "These guys are so ugly."
Snaps to George for making that intro.
Yeah.
Snaps to George.
Snaps. Give him a nice.
I didn't know he
sample.
could do that. I'm about to make him do more stuff for the band.
Dude. So that was the first video that I've edited in like 6 years. I used to be really into it when I got out of high school, and I realized how much I love it and fell back in love with it. So I am trying to pump out as much content as I can.
Well,
because
do we have a list for you?
Oh yeah, I already have so many ideas buzzing in my head.
Excellent. So yeah, subscribe to those
We'll
things,
have
guys.
we'll have a whole scene where Mike reenacts the scene in the Silence of the Lambs.
Which one?
The Goodbye Horses. When you tuck in your
Oh my
chin.
God, that could be that could be a series. Horror Junkies
Right, fuck
interpretation
me.
of famous movie scenes.
Right, fuck me hard.
Hey,
Yep.
he's got the Buffalo Bob thing down, man.
Oh, and one more little bit of news.
What's up?
For anybody that cares, last night the Purge TV show
That's
aired.
right.
Yeah,
You
the
totally
The first
forgot about that.
episode. Did any of you watch it?
Nope.
I hate y'all. I actually checked it out, and
How was it?
it's honestly it's pretty promising so far. The first episode, there's 3 storylines that's going to go on in the season, and all 3 storylines are kind of different things going on in the Purge. So they're all kind of in different situations on Purge night.
Isn't there like a church cult or something?
Yes, so there is a church cult.
They
Which,
look cool.
dude, it's fucked up. It is so fucked up. Like they
I'm
tell you
gonna
a little
watch
bit
this
about it in
tonight.
the first episode, and I was just like, I was screaming. I was like, no fucking way.
I'm gonna have to check that
Yeah,
out.
so there's the 3 storylines. Like one of the guys, he's running around the streets doing something that I'm not gonna spoil. There's another couple
It's the
who
first
is
time is a non-spoiler
You're right.
discussion.
'Cause it just came out, and then so there's another couple who is at a NFFA charity event, the New Founding Fathers, but they don't want to be there, so they're kind of like sketched out. And then there's another lady that's working overnight who is involved in a sketchy like transaction as soon as the Purge night starts, and you don't know what it is.
and this could be so cool because it's like they could change any perspective.
Oh,
to
yeah.
any
Yeah.
new characters for any season they want.
So if this season does well, I do see more seasons in the future, which is cool because we can get a lot of story in those 10 episodes.
I bet it's
that
gonna
we
make
can't-
us more hyped for the haunted house.
I 100%.
All I know is
probably.
that after one episode, I could say I'm pretty hyped for the season.
Well,
So,
Oh yeah, did you
heard
guys
it here?
Did you guys see the sneak peek of Stranger Things house?
No, I didn't watch it.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to
There's
spoil
some
it for myself.
there's some pictures in there. It looks really promising.
I did tweet the I accept the challenge that Halloween Horror Nights is doing right now
What's
on
the
the Horror
challenge?
Junkie to do it by yourself. So it's a short like contest window. I mean, of course, thousands of people are doing it. Hopefully, maybe
Yeah.
the Dark Lords will give us grace. But it's like you and one other person. You get to go before the event actually starts. So like the night before opening night. So like the 13th. You and a friend get to go and do the houses alone.
Holy shit!
So like you're in there by yourself. And
Oh.
could you? It's the first time ever doing something like this from my memory. And that would be terrifying.
I wonder if that's the employee preview night.
I don't know. I know it's like a special thing they're doing where it's like you and someone else get to go before the event actually starts, and you get to do the house like by yourself. So
The
it's like
Stranger Things house.
all of them. I
All
think.
of them?
I think it's all the houses.
Well, we'll have
Fuck.
Pat do a little seance at his virgin nerd Satanist meeting that he's
Exactly.
going to.
But let's fucking get into this
I'm
week's
going with
show.
the girl.
Cool
Oh.
story,
You're gonna get
bro.
you're gonna get
Real
sacrificed.
cool.
Wow, Pat.
But let's dive into this week's shit, man.
Let's do it. Week 1.
Week 1, John Carpenter month. We're gonna do something fun, something I've actually never seen before.
Who picked the movies?
This week is Dylan's picks. These are Dylan's movies.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any reason why you picked these movies?
Well, I guess we couldn't pick Big Trouble in Little China because it's not really a horror movie.
I tried.
Yeah, George did try.
That would have been my pick because my
I shot it down real quick.
my top 3 Carpenter movies are The Thing, In the Mouth of Madness, and Big Trouble in Little China. Those are my big 3. They Live and In the Mouth of Madness are connected very loosely.
Are they?
Yeah,
they?
through a Carpenter thing, which I will get to
Oh, we're gonna get real sweaty again.
Oh,
aren't we?
it's gonna get
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, I could probably say it now.
I mean, first off, yeah, Dylan, what is
Are you
this movie
talking about the
about?
Apocalypse trilogy?
He's gone.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
Well, the In the Mouth of Madness is a part of a trilogy. Is
It's
part of
a
a trilogy,
but it's
and
not-
it's In the Mouth of Madness.
But we'll
the
get to
Thing,
that
and
when
the
we
Prince
get
of Darkness.
Yeah.
we'll get to that.
They Live is not on that.
Because I have a whole thing on that too, but it's for that.
Right.
But basically, if I can friggin' find it. So
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep. The movement was begun 8 months ago by a small group of scientists who discovered, quite by accident, these signals being sent through
John Carpenter didn't want to come off as like a huge ego
Uh-huh.
when he wrote, because at the very beginning of the movie he didn't want it to say directed by John Carpenter, written by John Carpenter, score by John Carpenter. He didn't want all that.
Yeah.
So Frank Armitage, credited as They Live screenwriter, is actually a Carpenter pseudonym.
Yeah, I read
It's a
about
shout out to H.P. Lovecraft creation Henry Armitage. Carpenter would later pay further tribute to the author in the film In the Mouth of Madness.
For sure.
Frank Armitage is also the name of David's character in the film, which is the other protagonist, I guess, in They Live,
Huh.
the one with the fight scene.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they're kind of linked in that necessity where it's like it's a Lovecraft.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Lovecraft like homage, which is pretty much what In the Mouth of Madness is.
Yeah.
It's like his Lovecraftian tale.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
his
probably
love-
one of the.
love
I mean,
letter to
we'll
Lovecraft,
get into
yeah.
the Mouth of Madness and how creative
Yeah.
it is. It's
So
probably
they're
one of the
kinda
best
linked in a weird
representation
way.
of
Yeah.
Lovecraftian writings.
But man, do I love this fucking movie.
Yeah, me too.
So like, it's super sci-fi.
Yes.
Someone tagged it as thriller. No, or horror. It's really not even that.
There's not really any horror except I
Horror-
guess like the way they look
No,
is kind of
it's-
creepy.
yeah.
But
It's definitely action.
It's
sci-fi,
more
horror.
action sci-fi. I love
social
the fact.
commentary.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh, for
definitely.
sure.
I love that it's fucking Rodney Piper
Yeah.
that's playing Nada.
You know the funny
Rowdy?
thing too.
Fucking
Rowdy
Rowdy.
Piper.
Roddy Piper.
Oh,
Not Ronda Rowdy.
Rowdy, dude.
Ronda Rousey.
Roddy Piper.
That's what I said.
Excuse me.
Roddy
Rowdy.
Piper.
So, but not Ronda.
I know.
No one said Rhonda.
I know, but I'm just saying.
He's just putting it out.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, the wrestling fan is coming out of me. All right. God damn it.
Hold it back there, George. Hold it back.
This is actually a movie
Um,
that he did that like actually did good.
Yeah.
Like at the box office. It was a $4 million budget, but it actually made it gross like $13 million.
Yeah, he was like the first wrestler to make that much money too.
And it was funny.
for
It's
a
like,
movie.
didn't like Carpenter didn't know who he was, but he knew who Carpenter was.
Yeah.
Or is it the other way around?
No, I think he knew who John Carpenter was.
But
he
Carpenter
was
was
supposed
like,
to do
who the
some.
Who
He
the
was
fuck are you?
supposed to. He was supposed to do a Vince McMahon fucking movie or some shit, and he chose to do this instead. And I think that's what got him kicked off the wrestling and shit. too.
Probably.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
Probably.
Roddy Piper, the positive vagrant,
Yeah.
the positive hobo.
Really, he really is. He's just trying to find
with
some
an
work.
upbeat outlook and his belief in America that everything will work itself out.
Boy, was he wrong.
Boy, yeah.
This fucking movie.
This movie's kind of slow.
A little
I
bit.
feel.
You think so?
At the
I
beginning.
definitely feel
at
at
the very
beginning it's very slow. And honestly, not to say that I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this movie. Not a lot happens in this movie that much. It's kind of like we're introduced to the main character. He's walking. He's trying to find jobs. People are ignoring him. He finds a job.
Do you know how John Carpenter wrote the score for that?
How?
He watched the whole movie silent and tried to mimic the sounds of his footsteps, and that's how he came with that bassy like.
Well, I mean,
score.
as always, the soundtrack is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Carpenter's a genius when it comes to, and he's a genius when it comes to film. I don't know. I just don't feel like there's like a lot of stuff that really like captures you. Like it's like, and everything kind of just happens. Like he just finds a pair of glasses. He then gets a gun. He then just automatically walks into a store and starts blowing people away.
I also think it's just like a little dab at like action movies.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it's the way he does that is so ludicrous. I mean,
No.
he finds the glasses because he's investigating the weird building,
Yeah.
and then he gets the gun because he knocks a cop out.
yeah.
Like all because they found out that he knows. You know, I mean, he gets the job on the construction site, and then like he goes to like the shanty hobo village.
Yeah, because everyone who's becoming them starts getting richer and richer and moving up, and then it starts pushing more people. It's a huge commentary on socioeconomic status.
And if you ask me,
in America.
If you ask me if there was one movie that needed to be remade today, it's this one.
Yes,
1,000%.
I agree.
It would be
I
so
definitely
fitting
agree
right now.
And I don't want to say this because I feel like I'll say this for everything, but The Rock would be perfect. Don't cast The Rock as the main in Big Trouble Little China.
No,
that should be like Chris Hemsworth or something. I feel like he'd kill that.
God,
I think he'd be really good.
I
think The Rock would be perfect for this role.
Okay.
Because Roddy Piper's a big dude.
He is. Another thing, they get to the
Plus, The Rock is very positive too. He could pull it off.
The TV station, and they never run out of bullets, which is just really funny. Honestly,
oh my God, dude,
it's just these two people taking on an entire fucking infantry of aliens, and they never once run out of bullets or reload.
Yeah, have the element of surprise.
That's why I'm like, this movie's like a little bit of a jab at action movies. Yeah. Because this movie is definitely a sci-fi horror, but it's definitely a fucking action film.
It's
a bro film for sure.
It's more sci-fi action than it is horror. There's really no horror elements. There's no scare factor. There's no fear.
Did you say it's a bro film?
Yeah.
I think it's too slow to be a bro film.
I agree with you.
Well,
Dylan.
The fight scene,
it is the longest fight scene, and I laughed
it's so good.
the entire time.
It's like 4 minutes.
It's
4
so
minutes.
good.
All David had to do was put on sunglasses, and he was just like, "You gotta stay away from me, man. I'm trying to get my job."
He said, "I got a family. I don't need this." While
Just
he's
put on
whooping
the
his ass.
sunglasses.
Put on the glasses.
I don't understand what the fucking problem was. Like, dude, put the sunglasses on, and he will probably just leave you alone.
Dude,
Just
the part
fuck.
where he goes to smash the glass bottle and it breaks, and Roddy laughs.
Yeah.
After getting punched 60 times.
Or he breaks the back car, the car window, and he goes, "I'm sorry." Was that his car?
I think so.
I don't think it was his car. I just think he realized how hard he swung it. And he goes, "God dang, man, I'm sorry. Just put the glasses on."
Dude, I love they're literally in a heated fight. He's like, "Put on the glasses." He's like, "No," and then they keep fighting. He's like, "Put on the glasses." He's like, "No."
Well, because he shoots up the bank, and the famous line, "I've come here,"
Okay.
which was improvised.
Yes. Okay. Can we talk about how I've known that line for years
And didn't know it was from that.
and didn't know where it was from?
That's the case
and,
for everybody. I love it.
Yeah. And when I saw this movie when I was watching it, I screamed. I was like, "There it is! He said it!" I was like, "He said the thing."
Because
I was so hyped.
Carpenter set up the scene for him, and he was like, "All right, I just want," because he's like, Roddy had like a whole bag of improvised lines.
Yeah,
that he would just
I've
say.
come prepared.
The chew gum and kick ass was supposed to be his wrestling thing too. He was gonna use it for his wrestling career.
I'm surprised he didn't say just when I thought I had the answers, something like that.
Right.
I'm surprised he didn't throw that. And then when the alien is reporting his whereabouts in the bank, and he gets the gun, he goes, "Mama don't like no snitching," and the dude teleports. I was like, man, that's so fucking cool.
Dude, the one-liners in this movie crack me up though.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good humor.
There was one where one of the cops was like, "Oh, where'd you get those glasses?" He was like, "The Tooth Fairy." And
Yeah.
I just
Like,
cracked
what
up.
the fuck?
I just cracked up. I was like, "That's great."
Again, just
perfect.
another jab at fucking action movies.
It's a fun movie, though.
It is
it's
such
a
a fun
fun
movie.
movie. I like the concept of the aliens. I love the subliminal messaging: consume,
Yeah.
marry, breed.
They live, you
I'm like-
sleep.
I'm like
you
blinded.
live, you sleep. Yeah.
One of the
Basically
taglines is
blinded to it.
yeah.
One of the taglines is "Obey or else." Alien
Yeah.
invasion of the subliminal kind.
Yeah, and I definitely agree. It when this movie was made in 1988, we're looking into people who are just caring about their jobs and
Yeah.
caring about money,
Wall
and things
Street.
like that.
I
Wall Street
love the
capitalism.
I love the fact when he puts on the glasses, it's just black and white.
Oh yeah, that was such a cool element. That's one thing if they were to remake this, I hope they would keep
Yes, for
because
sure.
I do think
they'd
that
have to.
Also, and the design of the aliens because
Yes.
it's so iconic.
And I love when they destroy the satellite towards the end of the movie, and it disrupts the feeds. Everyone starts to become less brainwashed.
The chick is having sex with the alien.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
That was the
That's
last
how the
scene.
movie
Yeah,
ends.
that was the last
He
scene.
goes,
it.
"What's wrong, baby?" And then it ends, and I'm like, man, this movie's so
Carpenter
sick.
was like, "Cue the fucking credits. That's it."
That's so. I love
John
that
Carpenter's
so much.
just a cool dude. That's
I wanna-
all it is.
I want to hang out with him.
He said, "We
Oh,
finally
yeah.
gave these nerds some titties, but it's over."
"It's
Yeah,
over.
you had to wait, but you got him.
You got him."
Hell yeah.
I liked that. I liked the fact that he starts freaking out when he starts seeing the aliens. Like he does. He's like
he just can't believe it.
He can't believe that's a thing. Like what's happening. A good movie. Like I said, I have some problems with it. Whatever. But it's a fun watch. It's definitely a fun watch.
I feel like wasn't this made like was Reagan president?
It has a Reagan thing. Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be
88. Yes.
I think that may have been Reagan's and George Bush's.
He was what?
President till 89.
Yes. So
he was president.
Yeah. So like I said,
Right time.
now's the time to make a remake because if any
God.
president gets referred to, if I've ever heard a president and Ronald Reagan get compared so much, it's Donald Trump.
Papa
Yeah.
Trump.
Daddy Trump.
And I mean, okay,
hate that you refer to him that way.
What?
Papa Trump.
No, it's Daddy Trump, dude.
And one
God.
of the taglines is you see him on the street,
old
you
Papa.
watch them on TV, you might even vote for one this fall.
Huh.
You think they're people just like you. You're wrong. Dead wrong.
Wake up, people! We're living and they live.
Okay,
I mean,
I've been saying forever that there was aliens on this earth, and this just proves it.
Well, I mean, there's the famous hacker getting into the airwaves and broadcasting the message.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
you
was
listen
cool.
to his message and you're kind of just like, was this movie made then, like in '88, or is it made now?
Yeah.
I mean, now you think about it. Now that I do think about it, it's 30 years old.
Yeah.
it's
You know,
an old film.
It's 30 years old. Oh, bitch, I'll be 29 later this month.
Hey,
They ain't
man,
old.
age ain't nothing
And
but
that's
wine.
the thing. Like, I feel like John Carpenter as a director has always been ahead of his time,
For 100, yeah.
Oh,
for
I
sure.
agree.
especially with the two films we're going to be talking about today.
Well, dude, it's crazy how
How-
like years later these films aged so well.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like that's the thing.
CGI.
Exactly. When you use practical effects, your movies are going to look better through time because practical effects hold up, whereas computer graphics, they don't. You know, you look at games from back in the day, and then compared to like, it's hard. It's hard to play old games with shit graphics.
Yeah.
It's like your eyes are just like, oh, what is this? I'm not used to it
Dude,
anymore.
I literally have Super Mario Kart for the 64 still, and it's so unplayable. Like, it's so like you can't even tell the difference between like the grass and like the sand
exactly
and like, the road. And you're like,
and it's
what
just like I
the
said,
fuck?
computer graphics, unless they're done fucking phenomenally, they just don't hold up, unfortunately. How do they make the glasses? I was wondering that the entire time.
It's a scientific discovery, like discovery. Like they got the contact lenses they've improved on it. I guess it's
Yeah.
like, I guess once they've discovered the signal and everything, I guess they don't really explain it.
Yeah, which I
But-
would have kind of liked. Cause
Well,
like,
I mean,
it's
he
like,
just
it
finds
just happens.
He finds the glasses in a box. He doesn't find them in a lab. So it's like
They had a lab
he
set up in
doesn't.
that in the
we
church.
don't
They
know
have a
how
lab
they.
set up.
They had a
We
lab.
don't know how they are made, and neither does he.
Well, they're made with chemicals because there was a lab set up in the church when he goes there.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, and plus they hurt your. If you wear them too long, they.
It's like a drug almost.
Yeah,
So the
but
chemical
it's
reactions.
because you're blocking out the radio waves or whatever. But it's like he doesn't know how they're made, and neither do we. So we'd know just as much as the character.
Which
Which
is
is a
cool.
good element.
I was just wondering if you guys think, like, how do you think they made them or some shit?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, like.
I wonder if
some
they're
sort-
3D
Science.
printed.
like
They were 3D printed, Mike.
like chemicals on the lenses or something. But what they say in the transmission, it's kind of long, but I mean, like, I feel like to really get how this movie could fit today as it could now, you just hear what this guy was saying in '88. It's basically like, our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep. The movement has begun 8 months ago by a small group of scientists who discovered, quite by accident, these signals being sent through the television. The poor and the underclass are growing. Racial injustice and human rights are non-existent. They have created a repressive society, and we are their unwitting accomplices. Their intention to rule rests with the annihilation of consciousness. We have been lulled into a trance. They have made us indifferent to ourselves, to others. We are focused only on our own gain. Please understand they are safe as long as they are not discovered. That is their primary method of survival. Keep us asleep, keep us selfish, keep us sedated. They are dismantling the sleeping middle class. More and more people are becoming poor. We are their cattle. We are being bred for slavery and the revolution. We cannot break their signal. Our transmitter is not powerful enough, blah, blah, blah. They're saying shut it off at the source.
It's fucking
But
it's
I mean,
powerful, man.
Get woke.
It's so much shit.
It's so powerful.
woke.
I'm telling you what, they're going to read this movie. They're going to remake this movie, and Donald Trump's going to go, uh-oh.
You guys want to know
They're
some
starting to find out.
some really fuck shit though that's stuck that's actually with this movie, unfortunately.
What?
So
What do you
this
mean by
movie,
fuck shit?
You're about to find out.
All right.
So unfortunately, white supremacist neo-Nazis have actually used "They Live" as a way to to use as propaganda to preach the whole their mentality of Jewish people run the world.
Oh,
Jewish
God.
people have all the money; they are then in control. So they take this movie and they're like, the aliens are the representation of the Jewish people, and they have all the power. And
Isn't John Carpenter Jewish?
I don't know, but all I can say is fuck
Jesus was a carpenter
you.
and he was Jewish.
There it is.
Links,
It's just like the serious reach that these idiots
Get the
go
wall
for.
cleared now.
Like, because I like the reach, just like maybe like more like history that happens with these films and things like you
Yeah.
don't really hear about. Like I didn't know that was a thing until I really read. Like after I watched the movie, I read about it. But yeah, that's just the thing. Apparently, white supremacists, they like to use this movie to as propaganda, so they can go fuck themselves.
Damn you,
very
leave
hard
my
and
John
die.
Carpenter movies alone.
Yeah, like fuck you. You're grasping for straws to fucking somehow get your fucking 5 friends out of your basement.
You tell him, Mike.
Fuck off.
Mike's sweaty again.
No, I just
It's stupid. I hate when shit when they
Yeah,
ruin
no,
shit.
of course.
Donald Trump could really be the main villain of the They Live remake.
Obviously.
Obviously,
He
they-
will
I'm not
be.
an alien, and if I was, you all wouldn't know about it. I'd be the best alien. I would be the best alien there ever was. Okay, I'm just saying. It's just he could be the fucking villain.
yeah.
He
Oh.
is a fucking villain.
He is. He literally is a
Yeah,
villain.
he is a villain.
He's
real
a
life
cartoon
villain.
He's a fucking cartoon villain
Fun fact: did you recognize the alien communicators
in the movie.
and the one?
Beat me up, Scotty.
No, the alien communicators, the one they were holding, like when they were talking to each other, when they're in the
watches?
base. No, not the watches. The things they were holding when they
Oh.
were talking into them, and they had the little light sticking out.
No, I don't remember that.
No.
Like it.
I remember the watches and like we got one that can see, and I was like,
when they're in the base
beat
and
me
they're
up, Scotty.
when they're in the base and they're running up the stairs to destroy the tower, all
Oh,
the soldiers
yeah,
are
yes,
communicating
yes,
into
yes.
that thing.
oh
Yeah.
yes.
You don't recognize that?
No.
It's the PKE meter from Ghostbusters.
Hey,
it
They
really?
reused that prop.
fucking.
Holy
fucking awesome.
shit.
They reused a lot of props to save on money. The glasses are from Big Trouble in Little China.
What the fuck?
Oh, they're
They're eating her.
That's
and now
fuck-
they're eating me. Oh, I fucked that up, but whatever. You
Trolls
got
2?
Trolls 2.
all right. Cool.
Sorry, I just had to go there.
So what would y'all give this movie?
I'm good with giving it an 8.
Okay.
It's a fun movie. Like I said, there are something. It's whatever. It's a good movie. I enjoyed it. It's got a fun plot. You can really dive into the whole social commentary on like the money having like when he looks at it says this is your god, and that's so fucking true even to today where we just worship the money controls us.
Oh, can we talk about
Fire and Ice said it the best, man, when they had the song about money. That was like the shit.
Can we talk about how there's a drone in this movie?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
There's
know.
there's a surveillance drone in 1988.
There was surveillance drones. There was Apple Watches. Dude,
Yeah.
they had it all. They literally had it all.
I mean, John Carpenter doesn't get enough credit.
No, he really doesn't.
He's still revered as one of the best directors of all time, and I still don't think he gets enough credit.
Exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I give it a 9.0. It does suffer from being a little too slow at times, but I like it because it is dabbing into action movie culture and also social commentary and stuff. Like it has a lot in it, and it is a simple film.
It is a very simple
It is
film.
very simple, straight to the point.
It is not as complex as the next movie.
Yeah,
we'll
It's
actually talk
fun.
about.
It is very fun. I give it 9
Oh my god.
alien seeing sunglasses out of 10.
Jesus.
I don't think I want to do the 1 through 10, and there's too many factors. I'm just going to give it the Horror Junkies Alien Communicator seal of approval.
There it is.
There it is.
The must watch. If you must know, I'd probably give it a 9.5, maybe a 10. I think this movie is perfect
Yeah.
in every way.
Every way.
Just about. Yeah. That's
Got
why
a
I get a
killer-
9.5.
Killer intro. Killer intro.
Not
kids.
as killer as the next
No.
movie's
The
intro.
next movie
let's
has
go.
the hardest intro.
Well, both of these.
Fucking rock and roll scary books.
Newsprints, like they're printing the books and shit.
Dude, both of these movies had really good soundtracks.
I mean, it's Carpenter. You're
They
gonna get
filmed
that
all
killer
that whole
soundtrack.
scene in one day too.
What scene?
The prints being made.
Oh, they would have to. That
Yeah.
would have to be done in one because I'm sure like the printing
They
company
did
they
it-
went to were like, listen, you can
Yeah.
only be down for like an hour, so you better get the shots you need.
Yeah, they filmed it in Toronto and some print place, whatever, in Toronto, Canada.
Nice.
Yep.
So
my first note was rockin' ass intro, and then the movie ends, and it's like, wow, damn, rockin' ass outro too.
I heard the intro and I said, "Now I see why Dylan picked these movies." I said,
Because that shit rocks.
Yeah, no.
that's definitely going to be the intro music.
The
for
intro
this week's show
too is, I
this
think
song.
he did a collab with someone.
It's funny, isn't it? For years, I thought I was making all this up. But they were telling me what to write. Giving me the power to make it all real. And now it is.
Don't know who.
Of course, we're talking about In the Mouth of Madness, everyone. Just so you know, if you don't know, released in 1994, and just a brief, an insurance investigator played by Sam Neill, your boy from Jurassic Park,
Hell yeah.
begins discovering that the impact of a horror writer's book on his fans is more than inspirational. Really good premise for a movie.
I love the start of this because most movies that do it, like the show your climax in the beginning and then show how it happens,
Yes.
doesn't work for a lot of movies, but for this one it did.
This movie, the beginning was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
You just get, after that rocking intro, it's just cut to an open scene next to like an asylum. You get a car coming up. You have a guy on the phone. He's like, this so-and-so from admissions. You know, is he here? Is he done? Like, bring him here. And then he kicks the guy in the balls. It's hilarious.
Fun fact:
He apologizes.
The asylum is actually, I think, like a water treatment plant.
That's
in
hilarious.
Canada. Was also used in the Canadian hit film Strange Brew, and was also used in Undercover Brother.
Undercover Brother.
Excuse
Whoa.
me, Oscar award-winning Undercover Brother.
There
That
it
movie's
is.
so fucking good.
God, that movie's insane. I love it.
So first thoughts when I first watched this, and I know George had the same thought, and we literally just talked about it.
We laughed about it.
I was watching, and I was like, man, I really wonder if this came out before a certain movie, and it didn't. So my thought was, this is what happens to Sam Neill after he comes back from Jurassic Park and starts talking
This is
about.
Alan Gant.
And he goes insane.
This is Alan Gant. Grant. Excuse me.
Grant.
Yeah. He's messing up because he's out there saying dinosaurs are back. They're alive. Everyone. They're like, you're crazy, man.
There's no such thing as dinosaurs.
And he just gets thrown in the fucking asylum. I love the way it starts with kind of like the twist from the end, and then he tells the story to that investigator.
Yeah.
Because shit is going down.
Well, dude,
shit's going down.
They throw you right in the beginning. He gets thrown in, starts fucking seeing demons and shit.
Oh yeah, I mean like even the guy who like admits Sam Neill, what's his character's name in this movie? Trent. John Trent, excuse me. He's like, is it getting any better, any worse out there? Like, so like they all know shit's like popping off.
Yeah.
And I really love this movie. Like,
I love the concept of it.
The concept of this movie, how complex it is, the storyline is perfect, the writing is perfect, the shots. Real quick before we like get really into it, the shot when like Sutter Kane is talking to him on the bus. He's like, I never told you my favorite color was blue.
Yeah.
And he opens his eyes and everything is fucking blue. I like lost my shit.
The clothes, the windows, like the whole bus is
Not to
blue.
mention everyone who, the eyes, how the people's eyes
Yes,
change.
yes.
All their eyes are blue.
All their eyes are blue.
Yeah. Not only that, but you see like blue buildings. Everyone's wearing like you see like blue shirts and like, you just see a
Good
lot
attention
of
to
blue.
detail, Dylan.
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
So what do you love about this movie, Patrick?
You already said it. Like the complexity of the movie is like really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Like it tells a simple story, but
In a
there's
very,
so much into it.
Yeah.
The practical effects
Our killer.
always, because if it's and this is a love letter for like people that love Lovecraft.
Yeah. I couldn't.
This is exactly what like I want out of a H.P. Lovecraft movie.
And it's probably one of the best, like, Lovecraftian type films.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
It's beautiful.
Next to Hellboy and all that stuff. Yeah.
It holds up, man. It really does. Who else? Anyone else has to add anything
George.
real quick?
Dude, I...
Don't got notes.
Oh, yeah,
I
Dylan's
got
like,
no-
everybody go first before I go fucking off.
Yeah.
No, this movie is just, it's so well done. It's actually might be one of my favorite movies now. I did not necessarily know what I was getting into going into it, but
This is your
it's
first time watching it?
It is.
What about you?
It's such a
Like,
linear
yes.
like story, but it's not because there's just so much going on beyond that,
Yeah.
which is insane. I love movies like that. So like the whole time you're thrown in this world, you're following this guy, and you're like, all right, you're following him, you're like learning as he's learning, but there's just so much more to it that is just like surrounding it that you have to like pick up on along the way.
Mm-hmm.
George actually texted me thanking me for picking this movie.
Yeah, dude, I know.
In the group
It,
chat, I was
it
like,
warmed my heart.
No, it was definitely fucking awesome. I was like, damn, this fucking
And it's
movie
part of the
rules.
Apocalypse trilogy.
It's the Apocalypse trilogy, which is all alien movies
yes, it
or
is.
things to do with cosmic
Terror.
terrors.
Yeah.
What's the very first one in
The
the series?
Thing.
The Thing's the first
The
one.
thing.
Thing?
The Thing.
The Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness
And then
and
In the
this.
Mouth
This
of
one.
Madness.
Because
Yeah.
each movie deals with a certain version of destruction.
Correct.
The Thing deals with the destruction of the
Bodies.
individual.
Yep.
And the Prince of Darkness deals with the destruction of God.
Mm-hmm.
And this deals with the destruction of reality.
Yes. And I can't wait till we talk about Prince of Darkness because I've seen that movie in one of my film
I've
classes.
never seen it.
Be prepared.
What?
It's a good. It's a crazy ass movie.
I know the premise of it, but like not the whole like. I haven't seen it. So.
Yeah, I took a film class a couple semesters ago, and it was on paranormal movies, and we watched. One day was Prince of Darkness, and that was a treat. That was a good movie. Are you gonna go into budget real quick? Is that you gonna talk about budget?
Well, I
here?
know the budget was $8 million.
Yeah.
and it made $9 million. So
Yeah.
it barely made money.
Barely made money.
Barely
on this
made money.
one. What the fuck happened?
I ask anyone I ask. I think Pat may be the only person I've ever asked in history that I say, "Have you seen this movie?" And he goes, "Yes."
Yeah.
Nobody I know who's I love
Yeah,
horror
actually,
movies.
I
Have you seen In the
wonder-
Mouth of Madness? They go, "No." And
Somebody
I go,
on Facebook asked earlier like what they should watch, and I recommended In the Mouth of Madness, and they were like, never heard of it.
It's
Whoa.
this is
Yeah.
like my snobby, like my nose is turned up at you. Horror fan. Never seen In the Mouth of Madness, and they're like, "No," and I go, peasant. And I walk away like I can't talk to you anymore.
Probably don't even know who Vincent Price is.
You must see
When I-
Sam Neill's finest work since the Merlin television show. Like,
When I was in college, I got
which
really-
I have on VHS, by the way.
When I went to college and I got really heavy into film, I got really heavy into John Carpenter movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I discovered that I really love Halloween, like not alone as a franchise, but the first two movies. And I just dug deep into his filmography and just watched all of his movies.
All of them.
Every single one.
Not every single one.
He has a pretty extensive filmography.
Yeah,
I
his-
would love to see his original shorts, and they're super hard to find. And I'm hoping
those
that
are the
one
ones I
day
haven't seen.
he'll release it on like a collector's edition that he's worked with. Because I would really like to see his beginning works because
It's
when-
just crazy that his name does not sell a movie
it really
Back then,
back then. Now it
if,
will.
Now-
he made a
Because-
comeback to major motion pictures,
And that's why I say John Carpenter's ahead of his time, because now he's getting we're reaping the benefits of John Carpenter.
yes.
Back then they weren't, because it wasn't in. John Carpenter wasn't.
He wasn't. I mean, like his
wasn't
first
the generation's director, but now he is for us.
first full length, Dark Star.
Yeah.
Then Assault on Precinct 13, and then Halloween. And Halloween, I mean, Assault on Precinct 13 is a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a
Have
really
you ever
good
watched
action
the
movie.
remake?
Isn't Dark Star good?
I've seen the remake. I haven't seen the
Dark
original.
Star, we have to watch.
Yes.
We have to make room for this movie because this movie is fucking nuts.
And just the range of all the shit he has done.
He does, he does ghosts, he does serial killers,
the
he does
Elvis TV
aliens.
movie was good.
The Elvis TV movie. Come on.
Jesus Christ.
It was good. I liked
It
it.
was so good. The Fog.
Not so many directors can really go out and do multiple types of different movies, and then none of them look the same. They're all feel
Is that
different.
Starman?
He remade The Thing and made
Yeah.
it fucking better.
He did.
Starman's getting a Shout Factory
Is it?
re-release.
Whoa. So let's dive into the Mouth of Madness. So
do it.
main premise: this horror writer that everyone loves, Sutter Kane, is gone missing.
Which definitely has Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
They even
Dude, they
reference his personality.
stab at Stephen
well,
King.
Well, it's because him and Carpenter are really, really good friends.
Yeah.
Like they're super good friends, and like Hobbs End is supposed to be
Crouch.
Castle Rock.
No, Crouch something.
No, it's supposed to be the Castle Rock of Because you know Castle.
Yeah, I
like,
can see that.
Everything. No, it's like everything. All of his stories take place in Castle Rock or near Castle Rock. Hobbs End. There's like 5 Sutter Kane books that take place in Hobbs End.
And I love how like this all takes place
Someone
next to
corrects
Maine.
me if I'm wrong.
Yep. It's like
the state connected to Maine.
yeah. It's like Maine and Massachusetts. Like he pokes at like
It's New
Stephen
Hampshire,
King's
isn't it?
Massachusetts roots.
Oh yeah.
He even goes, forget about Stephen King. Sutter Kane outsells them all. Like that was like his little ha ha ha. Yeah. Like
Fuck you.
how about that, buddy?
And if you guys don't know, fucking the audience, please correct me. I think it was John Carpenter and Stephen King were working on a zombie book together. It was either John Carpenter or it was George A. Romero. But someone had to tell Stephen King that or someone had to tell George A. Romero or whatever that zombies run now. Because I guess in the original rough draft that the zombies didn't run.
One of Romero's movies just hit like their 30th year anniversary, I think.
Oh, Dawn of the Dead did.
Yeah,
Dawn.
It just happened like yesterday or something. Like that.
Yeah.
So really weird though. It's crazy. Is like you get into this weird kind of complex storyline. He's having coffee. Sam Neill's character, John Trent, having coffee with this insurance guy.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, from across the street, people are running out of the bookstore. It looked like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, running, screaming, because a guy comes out with an axe, and he walks up to the glass where he sees John Trent, and he breaks through the glass, and he's about to fucking murder Axe, and he's like,
Do you read Sutter Kane?
"Yeah, do you read Sutter Kane?" And
then he goes, what? And he doesn't even ask again. He goes, oh, you're dead.
Yeah, he just
Like-
doesn't even have a chance to respond.
Well, I'm not gonna read it now, you freak.
And then, of course, the cops kill him, which is the most, I want to say, one of the lackluster kills, because there was no blood effects.
That just goes to show that the good guys with the gun can stop the bad guys with the freaky pupils and the axe.
God.
Take that, you book readers.
And then yeah, right?
Goddamn nerds.
You find out that the guy who attacked him was Sutter Kane's manager.
Because he read the book before everyone else did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Idiot. He read In the Mouth of Madness, to be exact.
That's why you don't
before
read
anyone
spoilers.
else. And I really love, like, the one scene I really love is when finally John Trent's character gets all the Sutter Kane books and he starts reading through them all, and he's just sitting on the couch, and he just, like, looks at them all, and then he just, like, miraculously starts fucking cutting out shapes and
then
shit.
he finds the map.
Hey, how did he figure that out?
I don't know.
I bet. Well, he had like weird dreams, didn't he?
He had nightmares,
It probably like.
I think it was like the flashing. If you were to slow the flashing down, you would see it.
And he found the map because the Arthur's fucking missing.
Correct.
Yeah.
And who hires him to find him? Charlton Heston. Find Sutter Kane and let my people go.
Oh my God.
I love Charlton Heston, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, that dude's great. That was like one of his last movies he did, I think.
Yeah,
I think so. I think it was too. I think he stopped being in films after that.
I think so. I love him though.
Well, that's poop.
The car ride was fun. That whole scene, the whole length of that scene.
Yeah, he sends the woman with him. She had a name.
Styles.
Styles. I kept thinking AJ Styles.
Harry Styles?
AJ
I
Styles.
kept thinking AJ Styles the whole time.
It's Harry Styles, all
Yeah,
right?
Linda Styles.
Ooh, Harry Styles and Sam Neill.
Yes!
Go and find Sutter Kane.
That would be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That's the remake.
I love Harry Styles.
That car scene was really cool. I really liked when she like starts she sees that kid on the bike.
God, that is so cool.
Oh, they focus in on that.
It's like
cards.
a time paradox.
Yes.
Because he's young, and then they pass him again, but he's somehow in front of them, and he's
Yes.
super old and fucked up looking.
And then they pass him
Man.
again, but then they fucking hit each other. Mm-hmm. And like,
That'll teach the non-believers.
and then they get out and they're freaking out. Of course, they just hit a person.
And he's like, he won't let me leave. He
yeah, but
won't
in
let
a
me
kid
leave.
voice. But he's like,
Yeah, he's a kid, but he looks like he's 1,000 years old.
oh God. And I love how it explains everything too. I just like we'll get into that.
And then Sam Neill's like, what's wrong? And then like she turns around and he's gone, and he's like already pedaling into the darkness. And you're just like, fuck. And then Styles is like, you fucking try, bitch. I'm like, no, she gets back in the car.
No, that
and
was
then-
after the tunnel.
Yeah,
That
and then she
tunnel
goes in the
scene was
tunnel,
cool.
and then she's in outer fucking space. she's in fucking Space Mountain.
what drugs? What drugs were in those chips?
Please.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ!
Please, if you haven't seen this movie and you're this far in the podcast,
Just stop.
Stop.
It's
Watch the movie
it's
and come
so-
back.
It's so worth your
it's
fucking.
so good.
Yes.
It's so worth your fucking time. For
Yeah.
it's only an hour and 35 minutes.
And it's bad
Really?
shit. It's
Dude,
Yeah.
it felt
yeah.
so much longer
and
than
they
that.
pack so much batshit fucking
Yes.
shit in it. Oh my god.
Okay, I do have to say about this movie though. So like, you know, we watch a lot of scary movies and horror movies and stuff like that, and like, I'm pretty numb to it. But like, dude, this movie a couple times, like, I don't know if I was just like tired or whatever. But dude, it got me a couple times. I just went.
Kids,
I was
man.
like, dude, this movie's kind of spooky.
Oh, dude, for real.
It had the effective. It
was
use
effective
of
when it
kids.
needed to be.
Those kids were creepy.
I don't fuck with scary kids.
It makes
That
me
is the
want to
one-
watch.
ugh.
It makes me want to watch The Void again.
Oh my God, yes, I agree with that.
I
100%.
can see some similarities.
Yep.
Like the scene when he's first reading the book and he has the nightmares and he thinks he wakes up from the nightmare.
Yeah.
And then the cop is just sitting next to him. I was not ready for that.
That was a good.
I just
that was
went,
a good scene.
I went, oh no.
Oh no.
That was a good jump scene.
And you know what's crazy too is that she goes to the Hobbs End Hotel, and she doesn't know how to get there,
Yeah.
which is like
But she does know because they've
she
been
goes
there
to the
before.
hotel. Well, she goes to the hotel, and then she's like, "There's a painting right behind you," and then look out, it's a creaky floorboard, and then she's like, "I read it in one of his books."
Yeah.
So now
And it
she's
was
starting
like-
to realize that what he's wrote is becoming reality.
And the book title was Hob Inn's Horror or something like that.
Right.
Something like that. But yeah, I loved that. The fact that they really don't know where they are. They just appeared there.
Yeah.
But
After the tunnel of space.
But they know
Dude, that tunnel was so
everything. Like she knew how to get to the hotel, but
It's like
she's
she
never
knew-
been there before.
She knew without knowing, but like
it was
knew,
a
but
really
didn't.
it was a really cool play. I would like on like the perception of reality.
Yeah.
Which is what this movie
Is about.
Dylan said earlier, destruction of reality. This movie is about just destroying
And I think
what
it's-
you perceive as reality, what our characters perceive as reality,
Yeah.
and then leaves you in a fucking puddle of tears in a corner
Because
crying.
it's mostly about like escapism and like how
Yeah.
we don't like how we can humans as well.
The hotel that they go to, I forget the name of it. I thought I wrote it down in my notes. Maybe I did, and I'm just dumb. I can't find
Maybe
it.
you should read.
But no, I don't know where it is. But apparently the hotel is named after a Lovecraft character.
Ooh.
And there's actually a lot of Lovecraftian
References,
references. Like in the film, the works of Sutter Kane are occasionally quoted. Most, if not all, of these quotes are actually taken directly from several H.P. Lovecraft short stories, with some adaptations to fit them into the story film as well. Most notably, the scene where Styles reads to Trent as he gazes into the abyss towards the end.
Oh yeah, that's a good scene.
Her speech lifts much of the description, including such elements as the illimitable gulf of the unknown from the last few paragraphs of Lovecraft's The Rat and the Walls. In an earlier scene, Trent reads the line verbatim from Lovecraft's The Haunter of the Dark in reference to the Black Church being the seat of evil, older than mankind and wider than the universe.
To add on to all that crazy shit, when Sutter Kane references the old ones, that's a reference to the mythos of Cthulhu. So
Yes.
it's just like, man, like I said, there's so much Lovecraft references in this movie. One thing, another like reference is the hotel owner Pickman, the old lady, is a reference to a short story, Pickman's Motel. So like, there's just so much there, so you can really tell
if you're
that
into Lovecraftian shit,
you'll love this movie.
This movie's full of it.
Because Carpenter loves you
Yeah.
from this movie. This is like his tribute to Lovecraft. Like he
Yeah.
did as much
Oh, yeah.
as he could with making a Lovecraft Carpenter
The
movie.
title of the movie, In the Mouth of Madness, refers to
Yeah.
the Mountains of Madness,
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
which is a Lovecraft book.
So much, and it just gets fucking more bizarre. Like they go to the fucking he goes to like look at the hotel, and he's like, see, look, reality. And it's a barn because like in the book that they're referencing throughout the film, he's like, oh, there should be a black church with like golden thingies on the top of them. And she was like, well, you didn't read clear enough. The view was from the east. And she fucking opens the window, and boom, the church is right there. They go to the church. That's when we're introduced to all the other characters in this town that are all kind of like mutating. Sutter is taking these kids of the town and turning them into demons, monsters, and shit. The dog attack was cool. There's a lot of cool scenes in this movie, and for it being an hour and a half, it's fucking crazy. Like, there's a lot in this movie, and it's an hour and a half long.
It's just a big old mindfuck.
And like, the fucking people that live in that town are just so fucked up looking.
Oh yeah, and like you come to find out, like everything that's happening is because Sutter Kane is writing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they go to the church to find them, and then the cars pull up, and she's like, "We got to get out of here. Those people have guns," and she knows that because it's written in the book.
But it's
And
like
he's like kidnapping the children in that town. That's a part of the book.
in the
and
new
then-
book though, in the Mouth of
in the new
Madness,
book,
the
and
book
then-
that no one's read before, mind you, people.
The posse is led by Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2.
Yes,
And he's
I was
like, "Give me
wondering where
back
the
my boy."
I was wondering where the fuck
And then
I
he lets-
remembered him from. I couldn't remember his name or what movie it was.
And then he
but now
sticks
you
the
said it.
dogs on him. And when the dogs come running, he has the gun. He doesn't aim the gun or move it. He just pulls the trigger, shoots the gun randomly, and runs away while people get mauled by dogs.
Yeah.
Fucking Dobermans, dude.
The kids get more and more fucked up.
Yeah.
They all
Effective
do,
use
actually.
of creepy kids.
Yeah,
Perfect.
And
use.
I don't do like creepy kids aren't scary to me.
They're
but
so
the
scary
one
to
little
me.
girl has the fucked up face, and she goes, "You're my mommy now.
Oh,
Do you know
yeah.
what today is? It's mommy's day." And you're just like,
no.
You're like, nope, gotta go. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, the kids were fucking terrifying. And
Yeah.
then that town scene, oh god, when Styles is taken over, like he shows them the new he compares his new book In the Mouth of Madness to the new Bible, and Sutter Kane is becoming a god.
Yeah.
in this
Yeah,
thing.
he's
he
God
is now
now.
God.
He is now God.
And he is giving Styles the sight, the light.
right.
He then eventually gives Sam Neill the light, the sight. And that's initially drives them crazy is because they see the book. They read the reading the book drives you into this point of like
Madness.
paranoid schizophrenic hysteria. And that's what like the whole thing is. Like everyone who reads this new book is, suffering from some type of paranoid schizophrenia from reading it because it's just so fucking batshit.
Well, that's actually cool. Like I just found a quote right now, and when he's in the town and like things are really just starting to hit batshit crazy, and he's in the bar, and that guy has a gun pointed to his head. And he's
That
about to
scene
commit
was crazy.
suicide, and then the guy was just like, "I have to." He
He
wrote
wrote-
me this way, and you're
Yeah.
just like, "Oh shit!"
That scene was crazy. I fucking love that scene. The car scene when he's trying to leave the town, he does it like 5 times before he drives through and crashes the car. And just
Yeah.
accepts that
Because
this
he
is
can't
his
hit
reality.
Styles, he could have just hit her in and all.
Yeah, I
you
know. That was my main.
I was like,
biggest
of course you can't hit the one girl that you know. God damn it.
problem.
Because it wasn't written.
And then he leaves. He gets the book. Sutter Kane tells him he has to deliver it.
Yeah.
He like goes through a portal time vortex thing, and he's just on a fucking road in the middle of nowhere, and a little kid bikes up. He's like, "Want a newspaper?" Like, no, where the fuck's the highway? Where the fuck am I?
You know who that little kid is?
Who?
Hayden Christensen.
Really?
That's his first ever movie he ever did.
No way, really?
Mm-hmm. It's Hayden
Wow.
Christensen. It is Darth Vader.
Before he murdered all the younglings.
God damn it, Mike.
Or the 66.
Sam
You
Neill,
know that upsets me.
Sam Neill survived Jurassic Park and a interdimensional cosmic hellhole just to meet up with Darth Vader and get a newspaper.
That's the whole point of this movie.
What a director.
What is reality?
The biggest mind fuck of this whole entire movie, when he goes to the actor you're talking about earlier, the main guy who runs the production company, and he's like, "You delivered that book,
Charlton
months
Heston.
Yeah, you delivered that book months ago." Like, what do you mean? We
yeah,
can't
the loss of time
is
like,
fucking crazy.
well, that's another thing. Like anything you see in the movie, so like, if you're not seeing the character, like, there's nothing. It's just empty space because it was never written. So like,
Yeah.
there's nothing. So like, all that time that passed because it wasn't written, like it didn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
Wasn't there.
If it's not
Didn't
written,
happen.
it doesn't belong in a book.
If it's not on the internet, it didn't happen.
And then the movie, he's like, the movie releases in July, and that really was what drove the fucking the infected, as they're referred to.
Yeah.
And you just see like it then it kind of switches back to him in the fucking the insane asylum. The guy leaves, and then like he goes to sleep, and everything starts going to fucking shit, and he escapes and goes to the movies. Like he just goes to and like, I love the way the movie ends. Another killer
Yes.
ending. He just
Yes.
laughs.
Yep.
And it's literally what he's watching is what we just watched
He's
the
laugh
entire
crying.
time.
He's like
then-
laugh crying.
It's like the perception of what you just watched will drive you mad as well.
Yep.
Exactly. Like,
And like, yeah, he is
So done so effectively too.
yeah, this
yeah,
movie.
And I mean, let's talk about Happy Gilmore's grandmother.
Yes, the meatball. No, not Happy.
That
oh,
you're thinking of Wedding Singer.
I was thinking Wedding Singer. Yeah,
No, Happy
But
Gilmore's
Happy
grandma.
Gilmore. Yeah, she pays
with
him.
the snake arms. Oh my God, she's a
That
good
was such a cool
actress.
effect.
She is a very good actor.
That was
Yeah.
such a cool effect.
I
too.
got real high references to The Thing
Yep.
from that that scene when she's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that was the weird scene. She has her husband handcuffed to her ankle, naked. Like, that was funny.
And he goes, the person you're thinking of chops her husband into coleslaw. And he goes, that old lady's only capable of putting her dentures in her husband's beer. And I'm like, who wrote this? This is so good. Like, such good imagery.
Really.
The thing is too is like he's such an original director.
He is. None of his. You watch one of his movies and you can't put it to another one.
No, you really can't.
I love that scene too where it's like Southern Kane and Styles and like he's like talking to him like they're like embracing and he has that fucking like demon in the back of his head. She's just like
So
rubbing
gross.
it while they're like semi making out. And I'm just like
Styles has the scariest part of the whole movie.
Oh yeah.
When she gets out of the car.
Oh my God.
And her body's contorted.
The sound.
Oh my God, the little crab walk shit.
Yeah.
And all you hear is her going.
That's not even
That
the worst
laugh,
part.
dude.
That's not the worst
No,
part. Of it.
and then-
It's the sound effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the crunchy
But then
bones.
she's upside down, but then she straightens herself out, but then her head is upside down.
Yeah.
How
That is,
how they did it was like they got a real person to do it, and they just put a mask like back,
Yeah.
like, upside down.
that was effective.
Dude,
that
and then-
that was cringeworthy.
Yeah, and that's when he was trying to get out of the town, and every time he would like I guess teleport back and end up in the town, like in the background, you hear the
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they're
no.
laughing. And I'm
Fucking
like, oh,
movie
no.
is so great.
Nope.
Anything else, Pat? What do you got?
I was just gonna go on a John Carpenter.
Do
rant.
it. Do it.
Do it, bro.
I got all the movies he's made. Like, of course, Halloween will always be my favorite.
Yeah.
I think this is one of his best made films, though.
I
think
definitely agree, actually.
besides like not making that much money, only making what $1 million,
It literally broke even by 900,000.
and it's like, and again, you guys didn't see this movie until just now, and like Dylan said, like he hasn't met anyone that's seen this movie besides me. I've known a couple people that have seen this movie, not a lot of people, but it's one of his best made films too.
Yeah.
And John Carpenter has proven himself to be a commercial director to where he could make money. I'm like, this is an unfortunate thing because the movie didn't make money, but it's getting the ears now, it's getting the eyes.
Yeah. It's a
And
good. It's a
hopefully
good
this
watch.
podcast will spread that too, and our fans that haven't seen this movie
Yeah.
will see it.
If you haven't watched In the Mouth of Madness, man,
Please
check
do.
it out.
If there's
You
if
do
there's a
yourself
if there's a
fucking
movie
favor.
you could recommend, it's
You like
definitely
gore,
Mouth of
you like
Madness.
monsters,
You like batshit crazy complex stories.
you like good acting.
Yeah, like it's
the acting
it's
is
all
phenomenal.
here. The acting is superb in this movie. Sam Neill was the perfect cast for John Trent. Like perfect.
Demons, dinosaurs, you fucking do it
I
all.
would really love to see Sutter King books actually published so I can read them. Like I
So you
would
can
read
go
these
mad?
books so I can go mad.
You're already mad. Mad Mike.
And also, it's a good time to watch this too because we're on the big Stephen King praise right
Yeah.
now. So
Exactly.
it's kind of interesting seeing it now.
Yeah, true. Anything else? Anyone wants to add to these movies?
10 out
before
of 10 for me.
10 out
Yeah,
of
this is
10?
a-
I fucking agree.
This is a 10, and
Yeah.
I know I just said I don't want to do the whole 10 thing, but it's a 10, which means it's a 1,
that
which
mean-
means you need to watch it.
It's definitely
It's a 1, so you need to watch.
10 Sutter Kane books out of 10.
There's only like 5, so
There's like 8,
okay.
but I'm giving it 10.
10 copies.
Listen,
10
man, I'm
copies.
on a roll with all these like ratings. All right, don't take it from me.
I'm taking it from you.
Ugh.
All right, guys. We would love to hear your thoughts on this
What'd
shit.
you give it, Mike?
I said 10 out of 10.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I love
Solid.
this movie. Solid movie. Definitely a must watch. Definitely buy it. Like if you don't want to just rent it.
Where's the
it's-
steel book?
Yeah, for real. Where is the Steelbook? That's
Especially for the trilogy too.
yeah,
you know?
for the whole trilogy. That'd be a good. I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
I need the steel book right now.
As always, guys, send us your thoughts and
in
opinions.
the Book of Death.
To the what is it? To the comment section below, Pat?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because we're on YouTube now.
because we're on YouTube. Tell us what you guys think about those movies. If you've seen them, if you haven't seen them, watch them, and then tell us your first viewing, like what you thought of it. As always, follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at Horror Junkies FL. Send us all your spooky stuff and things at Horror Junkie Podcast at gmail.com.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
I'm so stoked.
Also, guys, it's the last week for you guys to pre-order your exclusive Horror Junkies Podcast shirt. So if you would like that, Horror Junkies Podcast.bigcartel.com. It's a long one. I will put it in the show notes so you can get directly to it while listening to us on your favorite podcast listening
This
app.
T-shirt will get you laid.
Also, if you're in your car, do it.
Yeah, do it.
You know you know how to text and drive.
Exactly.
Buy a shirt and drive.
No excuses.
You know how to shop
wanna
and
hear
drive. But yeah, guys, as always, we've had a great time. We have a fun month planned for you. A lot of cool things we're going to be announcing soon. I think that's it. I think that's the whole spiel, right?
Yep.
Did we get through all of Dylan's notes?
I think.
Did we get through your notes?
Yeah, you did.
All right,
Okay,
good.
okay.
All right. As always, guys, it's been another hairy, sweaty, and weird episode of the Horror
Junkies
Junkies
Podcast.
Podcast.
Ha!
I'm your host, Mike.
That's supposed to be me and Mike bit. Stop it.
I'm Mike.
I'm Pat.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Jorge.
Stay tuned next week when we talk about what movies?
John Carpenter movies.
John Carpenter. I can't remember the.
Oh, wow, really?
All right, guys, stay weird.